Okay, hi everybody. It's the night before my first sprint triathlon. We're in Tupelo for the race tomorrow. It's a pool swim. So for somebody who's really nervous about swimming, I thought this would be a good place to start. Got two more lined up before the summer begins, and both of those will be in lakes. So I have no idea what I'm doing really. I have everything lined up with all kinds of possibilities. Let's see if you can see everything. So swim goggles, two pair, two swim caps, after race clothes. That's the ones I'm looking forward to putting on and earning. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow, so that's a problem. I'm not really sure how to handle that. It's a pool swim indoors, and then we'll be riding a bike outdoors with the temperature around 50. So I haven't quite decided whether I will wear a swimsuit and then pull my kid up over it, or is that something stupid? I don't even know. I don't know enough about triathlon to know whether that's a good idea or a bad idea. But my thought is at least that way I wouldn't be soaking wet going out on the bike where it's kind of cool to be riding anyway. 50 degrees is kind of my uh, almost lower limit for cold weather riding. I don't like to ride outside when it's super cold. So maybe I have, oh, what? 12 more hours to decide before I have to know. I have my Team Zoot towel, which is all folded up right now, but you can kind of see it. And then I have an extra Zoot towel for transition, which I'm not really sure. I have some extra clothes for going home. My Team Zoot hat all ready to go because it will be sunny for the run. In case I wear the separates for swim, then I have some run singlets if it gets really warm, because it's going to go, by the time the run goes on, it's going to be in the 60s, mid 60s. So when I'm racing and it's 60 degrees, yeah, I don't run in anything but singlet and shorts, and sometimes just a running bra and shorts. Okay, um, so everything's all kind of laid out. I have decisions to make, and I'm very excited. It'll be a lot more stressful when the swim is in a lake, but right now the swim's in a pool, so I can just enjoy. Try not to panic on the swim. Hopefully, I can push real hard on the bike, and my running's been going pretty good lately. I had some new things done to both my foot and my knees, and I can talk about that in a later video. And I'll say goodbye for tonight, and then I'll be back in the morning, and then post-race. I'm not going to try to video during the race. That's a little bit more than I can handle doing my first triathlon. So I'm super excited to be on Team Zoot. I'm very proud to wear the uniform, and I can't wait to be able to share some more details about the race with you. Okay, see you soon. Bye. Okay, hi everybody. Back in the hotel room. I know I said I would make some videos today at the race, but to be honest, this morning I was a bit panicked and nervous, and I forgot. So I just couldn't concentrate on anything else. But so the race report, I'll do a much more detailed race report later, but I had a ton of fun. It was great. The pool swim was the best I've ever felt when swimming with other people around. I didn't try to strain it and push real fast. I still passed several people while I was swimming. I think you self-seated, and I self-seated a little bit too slow. But I really thought I wasn't trying to do that on purpose. I didn't expect to swim faster. But at some point I realized, okay, I really need to pass this person. What I clearly need to work on is my transitions. My transitions were not so good, very slow. Okay, I don't practice it, so I guess if you don't practice, you're going to be bad at it. That's not really a surprise. And now when they came to the biking was a little bit hilly, no mountains, no big walls or anything, and I felt great. it was cold today. The weather was not ideal, and so I was a little confused as to how to best do that, because it was a pool swim in a warm indoor pool, and then you had to go outside, and it was, if it made it to 50 at first, and it was cloudy, a little bit of wind, so it was going to be cold when you got outside, and then when you started riding. And then it was supposed to warm up to roughly mid-50s, around 60 by the time the run started. So I was really confused as a beginning triathlete. I texted one of my good triathlete friends who's super experienced in Xterra, Lucia, and she gave me some tips. One I learned is I should have packed gloves. That's a tip that I learned a little too late because I didn't have any here, and that would have been good. So I ended up deciding to swim in my Zoot bra and a pair of Zoot trunks I had, basically because I couldn't swim in a one piece. That's not supportive enough for running, and I'm not going to be able to go in and change somewhere, so I had to be able to put things on. And I thought that putting on my kit, which you can kind of see some of here, okay, putting this kit on over the swimsuit would at least give me some dry clothes when I started riding. And actually that worked out pretty well. I had a jacket there. I decided it wasn't quite cold enough for that. But I could have used the gloves, because when I got back from the cycling, which went really, really well, when I got back from the cycling, I couldn't get my fingers were so cold, I couldn't get my helmet unbuckled. So I actually had to put on my run shoes and then sit there fooling around with the helmet. The bike was great. I made a bunch of newbie mistakes. Biggest possible newbie mistake was I didn't take my cleat covers off my bike shoes. So when did I figure that out? At the bike line, when I went to get on the bike and I couldn't get in, and then I had to sit down because the cleat covers are very tight, so I lost a ton of time on that. The actual ride was really good. I passed a bunch of people. I'm a better cyclist than I thought I was, and especially on the hills, having trained at the Braveheart camp this year and doing that big ride in the California mountains outside of San Diego. That helped a lot. Zwift, doing climbs on Zwift helped a lot, because I grew up in New Orleans. It's flat. Memphis we have little short hills. We don't have really long, big hills. So anyway, the bike went great. No one passed me, and I passed a lot of people. Got back in, again, my T2 transition stunk. I have to learn I'm running in the Alpha Flies, which I really think I didn't need, because by the time I'm to a run in the triathlon, I'm not running that fast. And they're very tight to get on, so that was a bit of a problem. And my T2 transition was super slow. And then I went out for the run. It was a 2-loop course. There was a pretty good climb fairly early in one of the laps, so I actually just walked that because my knee got a little torqued on the biking, and I want to feel good when it's over, and I want to be able to continue to work out. I don't want to do something and have a great race and hurt something and then be out for several weeks. I'm tired of doing that. I want to be able to keep training. That's the fun part. So, another newbie mistake in triathlon is I knew there was another lady in my age group that I had been chatting with, and I saw her ahead of me on the run, and I thought, I think I can catch her, and maybe that's a place. And I did, and it helped me to run better on my second lap than on my first. But what I didn't realize is that in triathlon, it depends on where you start. So she started way ahead of me. So I ended up first in the age group by, I did a 125, and she did a few seconds less than a 145. So it was really a big win. I got first in my age group. I can't believe it on a triathlon. Who would have ever figured? Like I said, I've done a couple more than 12 years ago. And I stunk at every single one. So the swim training and the bike training, yeah, it makes sense and it helps. So I am super excited. Love running in my Team Zoot uniform. It looks fantastic. It feels great. I worried about running with sleeves and bike short, triathlon shorts, but it was super comfortable. There were 2 other Team Zoot guys out here today, and so we all cheered each other on. It's really fun seeing the other Zooters out there. So anyway, that's my race report. My first triathlon, first in my age group. I know that's not going to continue, okay? But as soon as we get to a lake swim, I'm going to be freaking out. But it was a great day, and it's a lot of fun, and I can't stop smiling. So I hope you enjoyed my race report. Let me know how things are going in your training in the comments, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.